Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to start working on the island project. We recently redid our kitchen cabinets white, and we have been working on like a shiplap backsplash and all sorts of different things in here. There's a whole video on that. I will link it down below. But today we're going to start working on the island. So right now it is just as is. This is the color that the cabinets were when we bought our house. And our plans for this, we are going to be doing kind of like a trimmed out frame around here, and then shiplap in between the frame. You guys will see once we get going. But Donnie got 1x3 boards for the trim pieces that are going to go down the edges, the top and the bottom. And then we got a hardwood plywood for the shiplap, and we're going to be staining it with Kona stain. So as we go, I will show you the products that we're going to be using and everything that we do. I'm also going to be sealing it with a polyacrylic just to make sure that the stain doesn't like come off on your clothes if you lean up against the stain here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will probably do a voiceover and show you guys everything that we do. Alright, here is a little before shot for you guys, and then I'm showing you the 1x3 tight knot cedar boards that we used for the frame. And the type of plywood that we used was 3/8 inch pine underlayment plywood for our shiplap boards. And now Donnie is just removing the little nails that held on the corner trim pieces on the original type of cabinetry that the builder put in, and he is just measuring for length so we can get started on the frame. We also made sure to take the plug-in cover out and unscrew that plug-in so that way it could pull out. It already had like an extender on it, so we just had to make sure that the trim piece was going to be cut like a little notch the right way to fit around that, so that way the light or the plug-in cover was on top of the shiplap and not like behind it. So if you guys are doing this project, you will just have to make sure your measurements and everything is going to line up right if you have any outlets or anything like that. So these are the nails. They're panel board nails, and that is what Donnie used to nail everything on to the island, and it worked really well. They're the perfect length, so they didn't like go through the sides of the cabinets like into the drawers or anything like that. So here you're just going to see him figuring out which side of the wood we want facing and getting everything trimmed out. And you'll see here on the corners, instead of using like corner trim pieces, we just overlapped one and the other, so it just made a nice smooth edge, and I just love how everything turned out. So once he was done putting the frame up, that's when we started on the shiplap. We decided to do the frame and then do the shiplap inside of it instead of doing the shiplap first and then putting the frame on top of it, because then the frame would have stuck out even farther. So we ended up doing it this way. So we are just using a chalk box is what it's called to do these chalk lines to make it easier for cutting the shiplap, and shiplap size is totally up to you, like whatever you want it to look like. We did 5-inch shiplap in our kitchen in a couple different areas, so we decided to do 5-inch shiplap on our island as well. After Donnie was done cutting all of the shiplap boards, he's going to start nailing those onto the island, and we did a penny size gap for the gap on the shiplap. So we just put a penny, like 2 pennies on the line and put the piece on there, and then hammer it on with the pennies in there, so that way the gap is what you want it to be, and then they're all even. What can I do? What can I say? Please make it undone. What you did to me, what you did to me, what you did to me, what you did to me. I can't believe that anyone could make me feel this way. No, I can't believe I will let you get away with this. So don't you worry like that. once we got to the part where the outlet cover was going to be on top of the shiplap, we just had to, Donnie had to just measure the right way to notch that out so it would fit perfectly. So you can see that outlet cover is just right on top of that shiplap and it's perfect. So this is the stain that I'm going to be using. It's Varathane wood stain in the color Kona, and I'm just going to be painting it on with a brush and then using a dry cloth to wipe off the excess. I do recommend wearing gloves, but we have a travel trailer and we always keep our like rubber gloves in the trailer for when we dump the tanks, and so I didn't have any gloves to wear for staining, but it came off really easily. Like my hands were covered in stain, but it came off really easily with some dish soap, and I just used like the rough side of a sponge and it came off. But this is probably my favorite color stain. I use it for like everything, and I just love how it turned out. So I'm gonna get all of the wood stained.
I know the reason why we chose to say goodbye, but I can't help my feelings. Right now, I can't deny you never left my mind, and now my heart is bleeding. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was just a young girl living in a dream world. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow, and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. When I lay down at night, I miss you by my side, telling me about your secrets. I dream and fantasize that I come by your house, telling you about my regrets. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was way too shallow, my mind was way too narrow. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know.
I finished up the stain. It was bedtime, so I went ahead and let the stain sit overnight. You definitely don't have to do that. You just have to read the instructions on the stain when you conceal it. But the next morning, I went ahead in with my Minwax polyacrylic in the clear satin finish and a clean paintbrush, and I am just going to brush that on there and seal that stain.
Tomorrow and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. I know why we say goodbye, but can we turn that bye into hello? I know how to love you now. No matter what I do, I can't let go. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still.
The that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how we did our DIY stained shiplap island. I love how it turned out. I think it ties in so well with the rest of our house because our doors are the same color throughout our house, as well as some other pieces. I just feel like it really anchors the kitchen, and you know, I don't know, we just love it so much, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Donnie did an amazing job on it, in my opinion. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.